Here we are. Let's begin right here. Second.
The very first one. Wow. This is exciting. Thank you. It's interesting you picked me because I wanted to ask about dreaming. And I find I'm a really happy, positive person, but my dreams are not. I'm very unhappy or sad or dream about my ex-husband a lot and just negative energy. So often I wake up and I'm depressed. So my days don't start out feeling happy. They feel sad. And it doesn't take long to get past that, and I get into my good energy and I meditate and I feel great. But every morning I wake up feeling sad. So what am I manifesting with my sad dreams, I guess? What does it mean?
We are really pleased to have this conversation at this point in the discussion, because we just said to you that while you slumber, that your momentum stops.
Right.
And it sounds, from what you're saying, that not only did your momentum not stop, but that your dream perpetuated it.
Yeah.
So we have some things that we want to explain to you about dreams and consciousness, and then we're going to answer these questions fully. This is going to be really beneficial to you, to all of you.
Okay.
So, most important thing to understand is that your dreams are not what most people think they are, in the sense that it feels to you that it's happening all night long, when actually what's happening is, in the moment that you are awakening, depending upon the vibrational frequency of your being, those dreams are being downloaded, in other words. So this sounds like a contradiction from what we were saying, because when we say that when you go to sleep, you stop the momentum, what we mean is, while you're sleeping, you're not adding to the momentum. In other words, you're not adding to your momentum while you are sleeping. But the momentum, in other words, the thoughts that you've been thinking, the beliefs that you hold, are still active within you. So we've been saying for a long time, and this is really a key to this, that what you think and how you feel as you're moving through your day, and what manifests, always matches. You never allow yourself to realize beyond what you believe. That's just the way it is. Because a belief is a thought that you keep thinking. So let's say that again. You cannot manifest beyond the thoughts that you continue to think. Law of attraction just never makes mistakes like that. In other words, what you're offering vibrationally and what's manifesting always match. Your dreams are the same way. What's manifesting in your dream is what's going on vibrationally. And the wonderful thing about dreams are that they help you to realize vibrations that you've got going on that you're in many cases not willing to own up to, because you want to be positive, you want to believe that you are positive. No, when we say you create your own reality, that feels really good to someone who's right now living something that they want, and not so good to somebody who's right now living something that they don't want. And your knee-jerk response usually is, oh, I don't believe that I create my own reality, because I would never do that to me. I would not create this thing I do not want if I were the one who is creating my own reality. And we say, we didn't say that you're doing it on purpose, but you are doing it. Most people are offering most vibrations in response to what they are observing. So it's a pretty easy thing to understand. You have a relationship that is no more. You call it your ex-husband. You obviously didn't leave that relationship because it was sunshine and light. You left the relationship because there was something in it you don't want. And if you're like most people, and it is true in this case, you often spend a lot of thought justifying why you left something by pointing out what was wrong with it. So you keep what you don't want active in your vibration. You don't mean to, but you do. You keep what you don't want active in your vibration. So then when what you don't want is active in your vibration, and here you are walking around in your day and you're saying, no, I'm a positive person, but your dream tells a different story. Your dream is saying, you want to be a positive person, and you often are a positive person, but you've got some vibration still going on within you that you're practicing every single day. Otherwise, as you slumber, it would dissipate. And if you didn't reactivate it in the new day, and in the new day, and the new day, eventually it would peter out, and those dreams would subside, you see. Does that make sense to you? So what we would do if we were standing in your physical shoes, rather than saying, I'm a positive person, because of course you are and you want to be, but rather than being defensive like that, I'm a very positive person, my life is going very well, but I'm having these bad dreams, we would say instead, I'm happy that I am aware of the discord that I'm feeling in my dreams, because my dreams are pointing out to me that I've got some vibrational patterns that are not serving me. Yeah. And anything, we promise you, if it's not serving you in your dreamscape, it's not serving you in your wakescape. Esther's had 3 dreams this week that when she went to she bought a beautiful new GMC Denali. She really, really likes it. It's an SUV. And to haul her luggage around, and it's at the airport in San Antonio, she thinks. But she has had the dream twice this week that her car, when she went to get it, was gone. Not necessarily in her dream at the airport, but she's in a parking lot. She goes to get her car and it isn't there. Or she needs to be somewhere. She goes to get her car and it isn't there. And she knows that it's because she left late. She got to the airport just in time to make her flight, just in time to check her bags to make her flight. And she stood at the back of her car and she said, Esther, you have never parked a car so badly in your life. It wasn't in the space well at all. It was sort of at an angle. It was kind of over that line and kind of over that line. And she thought, fix the car or get the flight. Fix the car or get the flight. And then she thought, I'll just get the flight. But so she left it in a place she doesn't want it to be. And her dream is showing her that she's worried about her car. She's worried about her car. No one's ever taken a car from her. No one's ever taken anything from her. She has no basis. And so, Abraham, really? Are you saying that much attention to something unwanted could trigger a dream? Yes. Because what's active in your vibration is manifesting in your experience. And your dreams are manifestations too, you see. So if you're waking up from dreams and you feel wonderful, then change nothing. Just keep following the trajectory that you're on. Keep having the same conversations with the same people about the same things. But if you're having some dreams that are about shortage of this or shortage of that or something, then that's an indication to you that you have some cleaning up of your vibration to do. Isn't that a wonderful thing? Don't you just love it? Now, why does it show up in your dream? Ooh. Why does it show up in your dream, but you're not consciously acknowledging it in your wake state? Because in your dream, you have no resistance going on, and you're able to see what's going on vibrationally. And, this is the big thing. We've never said this to you before. This is a piece we are so happy to put into this puzzle of how this all unfolds for you. Since, while you are sleeping, there is not resistance, you are not tensing against conditions and pretending things are different than they are. Think about it. We've been talking a lot lately about unconditional love. Most people don't have a clue what that even means. They think it means just put up with the crap that person's giving you and not do anything about it. Unconditional love means becoming so general in this thought that the conditions are not an active part of the vibration. And in the absence of resistance, you are in complete alignment with source, and that's what love is. So now we want to go back and clarify what we're talking about here. While you are asleep, you are not hard on yourself. You are not feeling guilty about what you've done and not done. You are in a state of unconditional acceptance, allowance. And in that unconditional acceptance and allowance, you can see through the dream playing it out like a movie of the vibrational resistance that you've got going on. But you block it in your wake state because you don't want to admit you've got resistance going on. Did you hear that? If you heard that, you are right out on the leading edge. In other words, that is so big, you see. We want you to feel that way about the negative emotion that you have whenever you have that negative emotion. We want you to accept it as guidance, not as condemnation. not as an indictment of who you are. Oh, I felt negative emotion. I'm such a bad person. No, you felt negative emotion because your guidance system is working and because you're sensitive enough to know that you're introducing a vibration into the equation that isn't serving you very well. That's all. In other words, you're watching some little one learning how to walk, not very good at it, hardly even at all, just sort of stumbling and bumbling around. And when he falls down, you don't say, "Get up, you little dummy." Because you accept, you're not judgmental of his ineptness. Yeah, you'll say that to him in about 5 years. Stop that. What's wrong with you? Don't you know better than that? But we want you to feel that lack of self-condemnation while you sleep, which allows you to reveal to yourself vibrations that you got going on that you don't want to admit that you've got going on. When we say you create your own reality, does that sound like we're saying, you created your own reality? That's not the way we mean it. You create your own reality. When we say, oh, negative emotion is your guidance, we're not saying, yeah, a negative emotion. Yeah, you got negative emotion. It's not like that. We say negative emotion. Negative emotion is letting you know that you're introducing contradiction to your own equation. That's all. There's no judgment or indictment about the wrongness of it. You don't touch the hot stove. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. The sensors in my hand make this hurt. If I were a better person, I could touch the hot stove and not be in such pain. That's how you act about your emotions. It's like you're supposed to tough it out, to endure it, to get so that, because there is no gain without pain, right? Wrong. There is no value to endurance of misalignment. That's what we're saying to you. And allowing negative emotion to persist is endurance of negative emotion, which means continuing to beat the drum of why that marriage is no more, is unnecessary endurance. And the bad dream is letting you know, unnecessary. Unnecessary. That was good.
Thank you.